Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a fantastic piece by Meg Truzzies. Meg has 22 years of experience in Montessori and early childhood education, and she's tackling a massive, honestly stressful question that preschool directors and school owners face every single day. If you run a program, you absolutely know the pressure to keep enrollment up while juggling a million other things. So, we're going to break down Meg's insights and figure out what actually works and what completely misses the mark. Okay, let's dive into this exact question. Is it worth hiring a marketing agency for your preschool? It's a question born out of late nights, really tight budgets, and that constant nagging feeling that you should probably be doing more online to get families through your doors. You see what other businesses are doing, and you kind of have to wonder, should I just pay an agency to handle the whole shebang for me? And honestly, the answer is maybe. I love this blunt reality check from the source. It is not a simple yes or no. The truth is, while some schools absolutely need and benefit from visibility support, others end up wasting their incredibly tight budgets. They pour money into these generic services that never truly fit their specific community or their actual needs. You just can't throw money at a problem and expect it to magically fix your enrollment. Which brings us to Section 1, the agency dilemma. See, a lot of marketing agencies use the exact same ad structures and generic messaging for a preschool that they would use for, say, a plumbing company, a towing service, or a dental office. But marketing a preschool is not a transactional business. Parents aren't making quick, split-second purchases like they do when their sink is actively leaking. No way. They're making deeply emotional, values-based decisions about their child. And that changes the entire game. Let's look at Section 2, transactions versus emotional decisions. When parents are researching a school, they aren't looking at polished ROI metrics. They're asking the deep stuff. Does this philosophy actually align with our family? Would my kid feel safe here? Can I picture us in this community? Will my child be known and cared for? These are deeply emotional, relational questions. Traditional marketers often focus heavily on algorithms, but parents, they care about connection. And this brings us to a real tragedy pointed out in the text. A beautiful website alone just doesn't answer those emotional questions. In fact, one of the saddest things is when a program loses its unique individuality online because a marketing company created something polished, sure, but entirely generic. The real heart of the school literally disappears. And here's the kicker. When the heart disappears, parents feel it immediately. They'll bounce right off that site because they don't feel that genuine connection they're looking for. Moving on to Section 3, visibility before more marketing. Now here is an absolutely critical distinction. Marketing creates visibility. But visibility just gives parents the opportunity to find you. Only then do parents decide whether they want to connect further. A lot of schools go to agencies asking for more marketing, thinking marketing automatically equals enrollment. It doesn't. What many schools actually struggle with is discoverability. If you don't have visibility dialed in, all the marketing in the world isn't going to help you. So, I really want you to ask yourself, can parents actually find you online right now? Are you showing up in search results? Can AI tools read and understand your site? Does your Google business profile accurately reflect the sheer quality of your amazing program? Because parents meet your school online way before they ever step through your physical doors. If your digital presence feels outdated or disconnected, they're never even going to make it to the tour stage. And that leads to the classic wrong order of operations that so many agencies push. Step 1, run Google Ads. Step 2, parents click the ad, but you're sending them to a website that's confusing or emotionally disconnected. Step 3, you completely waste your ad spend. The author actively advises programs against running Google Ads if their website and visibility just aren't ready yet. It's literally just throwing your hard-earned budget into the void. All right, Section 4, specialized support over packages. The absolute key here is finding someone who actually understands your world. We're talking child development, classroom environments, Montessori philosophy, parent relationships, and operational stress points. When you bring in a visibility expert with a real education background, someone who gets early childhood, not just broad marketing trends, the conversation shifts entirely. These nuances matter immensely because they are exactly what parents care about. On one side, you have these massive cookie-cutter agency packages full of standardized services you'll probably never use. On the other side, you have an agile, a la carte approach. Things like a visibility audit, specific SEO improvements, AI optimization, website messaging, or targeted storytelling. Every single school has a unique community, philosophy, and tuition structure. Smaller, specialized support is just so much more personal and agile, and it aligns perfectly with what you actually need right now. Now for our final section, the true cost of DIY. 40. I really want that number to sink in. Directors often completely underestimate the true cost of their own time. Yes, you could do all this yourself, but if you're a director spending just 10 hours a week trying to figure out SEO and Google profiles, that's 40 lost hours a month. That is an entire work week just swallowed up by tasks completely outside your primary zone of genius. And let's be super honest about what directors are already carrying. You've got enrollment pressure, the constant stress of staffing, strict licensing requirements, daily family communication, the heavy emotional weight of caring for children. Hiring support isn't about admitting you aren't capable. You're incredibly capable. It's about deciding what should no longer live on your extremely busy shoulders. Which brings us to this powerful realization directly from our source. Parents are not just choosing academics. They are choosing trust. They're choosing belonging. They're deciding who they are going to hand their child to every single morning. Generic marketing flattens that beautiful reality into a cold transaction, and that's exactly why it completely misses the mark. Ultimately, preschool visibility is all about relationships, trust, and connection. It's about preserving the vibrant heart of your program online and helping the exact right families find their way to your doors. You deserve support that honors that, rather than just reducing your life's work to an algorithm. Which leaves us with one final critical question for you to chew on. What should no longer live on your shoulders? Take a hard look at your time, your energy, and how your school shows up online. Maybe it's time to rethink your approach to visibility and trust. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and I hope it helps you make the absolute best decision for your school community.